welcome to my weekly headache. I planned on doing these as videos, but currently my room is trashed. For instance, I got a giant bag of cat food right next to the door. I bought a bunch of bullshit I shouldn't have bought at Ollie's because I'm not trying to spend money anymore, but I did that. So I got I don't even know, 20 books all laying around on my floor. Luckily, I started reading some of them because a few nights ago the power went out, so that was great. You say, how do you read when the power's out? With a flashlight. But I'm actually planning on doing something for once. I'm going to be going to Astronomicon in Sterling Heights. Hopefully, I want to maybe do 2 days, the 10th and the 11th, but definitely the 10th. People I like are going to be there. Because one thing about me is, I hate that. One thing about me, but something I do enjoy, I got a passion for, is comic books. And Brian Johnson and Ming Chen of Comic Book Men are going to be there. And also Q from the Impractical Jokers. He's not listed on the site, but if you listen to the podcast Tell 'em Steve Dave, which features Brian Johnson and Walt Flanagan of Comic Book Men, you would know Q of Impractical Jokers would be going because he's part of that podcast. They're the triple threat trio. So I'm excited to meet Brian Johnson, Ming Chen, and Q or Brian Quinn. I'm going to bring a bunch of my Tell 'em Steve Dave merchandise. Hopefully get it signed by the boys. I know the previous episode that just dropped the other week ago, they're trying to convince Walt to go, and if that happens and all them boys will be there, that's going to be one hell of a treat for me. I've always wanted to see them. And not only that, but my favorite YouTubers are going to be there too. The Game Chasers, Billy and Jay Chaser. And I got some shenanigans I hope I can get into with them. If you don't know them, you should look them up. He's got a song, Christmas Robotica. That's my favorite Christmas song. And I hope I can sing it with Billy, maybe Jay. The hard part about that is I don't want to go by myself. I'm going to try to convince my sister to go. Because I don't think anyone will want to go besides her. Because I know I've been bouncing ideas off of her, just making our own shirts. If we could get a third person, we'd get shirts that say Sexual Robot 1, 2, and 3. And we'd go up to their booth and start singing the song, doing the robot. I think they'd get a kick out of that. But if not, I'll still do some sort of shenanigans with that. Because them two seem like they're always they always show that they're in a good mood, but obviously they're not always going to be in a good mood. But they seem like the type of person, or they'd seem like the type of people I could hang around with, even though one's 38 and one's 39, and I'm only 22, but, age is just a number. As soon as you can click with somebody on some sort of topic, you can be their friend real quick. So I hope that'll happen. I hope after this convention I'll have Billy and Jay as my friends. But I assume everyone that goes and sees them hopes that. But also AVGN's going to be there, the angry video game nerd. I like him too, but not that big of a fan. And Pixel Dan's going to be there. The only real reason I know of him is because he has been on some of the Game Chasers episodes. Looking at the list, you got John Heater, Napoleon Dynamite. It'd be cool to see him. I don't really give a fuck that much. I'm hoping not a lot of people will be there because I hate buying tickets online because you gotta print them off and there's always, at least a $5 service fee. It's like, what the fuck is their service fee? You're not doing anything. I'm the one doing something. I'm the one printing the fucking tickets off. Give me a discount, you know. But while I'm there, I want to get into the shenanigans with Game Chasers, and I'm hoping I could get in a rap battle with Ming of Comic Book Men, because that'd be cool. you know, if you listen to Tom, Steve, Dave at all, I would hope you've heard the Pot Olympics win the rap battles. That's one of my favorite episodes of that podcast. I'm gonna bring two of my vinyl casts. I'm gonna bring all three of my all four of my DVDs to get signed. I'm gonna get. I don't think my copy of whatever the fuck the newest comic book they worked on. I think I have a trade paperback of Cryptozoic somewhere. I should bring that, get that signed. And then Game Chasers, I'm gonna, bring seasons 1 through 3 to get signed. I'm also gonna try to haul off some shit. Maybe they'll want something of mine. I got so much bullshit I need to get rid of. Let some things go. Clear my mind a little bit. Another thing, I have like so many ideas, because I wanna wear 3 sexual robots shirt, and then I need to wear my Tom Steve Dave shirt, because if I'm an ant, they're probably gonna cut me some slack. Make the signing fees a little cheaper. And with Q being there, I gotta get a copy of Victor Crowley, Hatchet 4. I've never seen it. Not a big horror fan, but he's in it. He said you bring a copy of that, he'll sign it. So I'm definitely gonna be doing that. I just gotta wrangle up the money to buy it. Because currently my work situation is pretty much they call me when they need me. And that's normally at 6:30 in the morning. And I'm an insomniac, so I don't go to bed until 3 in the morning. And who the fuck sleeps with their ringer on or their phone on? I don't. Don't fucking wake me up. Don't fucking call me. Because you ain't gonna be liking my answer when I pick up that phone. And, every time I see something about California, it either makes me want to move there or it makes me want to say, what the fuck? Because we all know they were, them in Colorado first legalized medical use of marijuana, and then California did recreational use. I don't know what that entitles, what grams that is, but then I get Google News on my phone. You hit Google and it brings up news articles you might like, and I just had it on my phone, so now I gotta find it again so I don't get anything wrong about it. But it was about they're trying to pass, I think, a law that if a waiter gives somebody a plastic straw that they did not ask for, they will be fined $1,000. And that's insane. Where the fuck is it at? Come on. Oh my god. Genetic test. That's a fucking scam. Where is it at? Where is it not here anymore? I'm not seeing it. Crap. Where are you at? Well, pretty much what it was saying was, like I just said, if a waiter gives somebody a plastic straw that they did not request, they could be fined up to $1,000. dollars because of all the straws that get wasted and thrown in the ocean, which is a good way about cleaning the ocean. But finding a waiter $1,000. I mean, yes, some places you get. I assume you get. I've never been a waiter, but I assume fancy places they get really good money. They make really good money. But a fucking person at a fucking local Waffle House that gets fined $1,000, that's probably, I don't know, anywhere from 1/15th to 1/20th of their yearly net pay. I don't know how much they're making, but my previous job, if somebody fined me $1,000, that'd be about 1/20th of my net pay. That's way too fucking much for a fucking straw. I could understand if it was somebody out there with being a fiend and going in there in the dead of night in the ocean and just dropping straws, like it's a dead body. They got a 150-pound thing of straws, a bag of straws attached. Straws have to, yeah, they'd have to float. So yeah, they got a 150-pound bag of straws tied to some cinder blocks. They throw that bitch in the ocean and it releases all the straws out and gets in porpoises' blowholes and tortoises' teeth and flounders, flippers, and destroying the ecosystem. I could understand that, but one person given one straw, because it's I mean, I don't want to speak for anyone, but it's probably a habit. Just give them a glass, give them a straw. If you give me a straw, and I didn't request for it, big deal. Big deal. I'll just drink out of a straw. Who gives a shit? It's like every time it's like, oh, it's either I want to move there or these people are fucking batshit crazy. Because I'm like, oh, they're trying to legalize medical use of mushrooms, which, if you don't know, can help with depression and all sorts of stuff, neurogenesis and, relieving the brain, reviving the brain. Everyone deals with depression. Mushrooms help with that. That's what a British study showed. 2 to 3 months, take another one. You'll be good and fine. And then you got California, doing that. It's like they're liberal, but they're too fucking liberal. Cause I understand, saving the world and all, but a fucking straw, $1,000 straw. I could understand if it was a 1,000-foot straw. You get charged $1 for every straw, or $1 for every foot of straw. But one straw could be $1,000. Fuck off. That's insane. What regular person could afford it? Most people can't even afford a fucking parking ticket, speeding ticket. Now they gotta worry about straw tickets. What's next? Using a ladle instead of a spoon for your mashed potatoes, or a butter knife to cut your steak. What's that? $25? Shit's retarded. Oh, I use the retarded word, the R word. Oh, Lord have mercy. They're gonna come after me like they did Tommy Buns, aka Tom Segura. That's another thing. That's another thing. Want to get all upset about that word, but none of the other things they said, pick and choose. I hate people that do that, pick and choose. People always just want to get offended by something. They want to get mad because he used a word retarded, so they wish that he had a mentally challenged kid. What's that? That's horrible. You're not. What about turn the other cheek? Take the high road. Nobody does that. Nobody does that anymore. Especially these fucking crazy liberals. See, I don't. I'm not political really at all. I'm not conservative or Democrat. Who is today? Everyone's a mishmash of their own ideas and dogmas and beliefs, and no one can change their mind about anything. Once somebody thinks something, that's the way they're thinking forever. No thought can be changed. That's why it's better to just not care. Don't care. So liberating, freeing. Who cares? Who cares if he uses the word retarded in a joke? Or I guess it wasn't really about retarded. It was that idea has extra 21st chromosome. People have said a lot worse. They have. One of the funniest shows I ever watched was on the Oprah Winfrey Network. It was about a bunch of Down syndrome people living together. I mean, the premise was, that's not the funny part. The funny part is when they all go to a club and it's all full of people with Down syndrome and they're exactly like normal people do, but slapping asses and getting in fights. It's like a tamer version. It's like if the Jersey Shore wasn't as dumb. If you can believe that. That's how that episode was. And that's right, I'm saying the cast of Jersey Shore is more retarded than people with Down syndrome, because at least they act right, or act the best they can when they're around people, I guess. I don't know. They're not always craving attention, I think. Unlike the Jersey Shore, where they're just fucking, I don't even know. They're the middle monkeys. Tan middle monkeys. I remember work the other day. This fat guy comes up, and I'm working at the bakery because I work all over the fucking place now. Working at the bakery, and this fat guy comes up and he's reading the sign, and it says something like, "Free cookie, treat your kids to a wonderful treat," or something. And he reads it, he's got, "Oh, free cookie. Treat your kids to a wonderful..." "Oh, I would like my free cookie. And what does that come with?" Like, what the fuck do you mean, what does it come with? Like, I have, oh, you want sprinkles? You want a fucking cream filled, cherry filled? You want a cherry on top? What, fucking powdered sugar, brown sugar, maple syrup, fudge, peanut butter? What the fuck do you mean? What does it come with? Well, it's a fucking sugar cookie, and I point to the container of sugar cookies. He's like, "Oh, well, can I have one?" And I go, well, they're for kids. And he goes, "Oh." And then I see the disappointment, the sadness, like he's gonna go get a frozen Hot Pocket and not even warm it up. He's just gonna buy it and eat it on his way home, trying to warm it up with the heater vent as it blasts him in the face in the Hot Pocket, not even doing anything but drying his face out and his eyes. And his eyes are watering so bad and he can't see, but he's so hungry because I didn't give him a cookie, a fucking quarter size sugar cookie, and I just see this on his face. I see him going home and just finding his way home somehow, even though he can't see because his eyes are just so dry, and now he's getting stomach pains because the frozen hard block of whatever the most disgusting, fattening, disgusting frozen Hot Pocket you can think of is warming up in his stomach, and the nasty chemicals are breaking down and getting in his system. And he just goes home. And I'm not saying he was a fat, like, he was fat, but he was in a suit. And the thing is, normally people, they get whatever and they float around. I didn't see him. He didn't float around. I didn't see him go anywhere, buy anything. I swear he just got the fucking free cookie and left. But, yeah, because I gave him one. Because it was just like, I seen the guy's face, the depression that was forming. And I was like, fuck it. Have a sugar cookie. But anyway, so yeah, he goes home. And it's a nice home. Because he looks like a businessman or like a preacher or something. I don't fucking know. He's got a suit on. So he goes home, pulls the car in the garage. He goes through the garage door, house door, that connects the house and the garage, whatever. And he goes in, and he's in. For some reason, I just envision every sort of bad food there. There's cakes, cookies, pizza rolls, all there, just already made, already piping hot, fresh, and he's just going to town, eating, and then he starts crying because he hates himself because he's fat, obese man who kind of stole. I mean, technically didn't steal a cookie from a child. I gave him a cookie for a child because I felt sorry for him. But anyways, so yeah, he's just weeping. He's weeping. He's crying, and he wipes his face off with the turkey leg bone that he just ate, and then he washes his face, and then he goes in the living room and he watches, I don't know, something stupid to make himself feel better. I don't know. My 600-pound life, so he's like, I'm fat, but at least I'm not 600-pound fat, so he feels better. And he goes online and he orders, I don't fucking know, a new hat. So he has he has some sort of treat coming for him. Anyways, so yeah, and I got called another lady. I got called, not to my face again, but I was told that when I was walking away, some child went, "Where's that lady going?" Mind you, I wear a hairnet. My hair isn't coming out of the hairnet. I do have, I wouldn't say long hair for a guy, but it is bushy. It doesn't grow down. It just grows up into a bush. It's a puff, curly puff, not like curly Q, just kind of big curls, waves of blonde, and I don't know why people always think I'm a girl, but yeah. Plus, I got a name tag that says my name. It says Chad on it. Like, how many women are named Chad? Probably not. I'll look that up right now. See if there's even anything about that. What? Flavor Flav's ass beaten in Las Vegas. What? I just seen the article when I turned my phone on. Women named Chad. Let's see if that's even a thing. Loading. Come on. Name Chad is a masculine given name Anglo-Saxon. Using Chad in girl's name. I cannot think of a female version. What? Baby girl names like Chad. What the hell? Okay, I guess Googling women named Chad or whatever I Googled I guess Chad doesn't even probably have 1% of women named. That's good. Because women shouldn't be named Chad. They should be named something feminine. Trying to think. I was trying to get my sister to come on here and talk, but she doesn't want to ever do anything with me, I guess. I finally got around to watching Kong Skull Island. That was pretty good, but I didn't like how they used every every song that was ever used in any movie about Vietnam or about the 60s. Seriously, it's like a checklist. Or like, boop, 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 we hit them all. That's my one big gripe about the movie. But yeah, it was solid 7 out of 10. Better than Godzilla, because at least in that movie you got to see Kong fuck shit up. And he was in probably, I would say, maybe a fourth, maybe a sixth of the movie, where Godzilla was in it for like 5 fucking minutes out of a 2-hour long movie. But our boy Sammy J was in there. That was awesome. John C. Reilly. My favorite line was something talking about ants or something. He's like, "Oh, you run into any ants?" And then you hear a bird. He's like, "Think that's a bird? That ain't no bird. That's a fucking ant." That had me dying.
Ants. Big ones. There's one. Sounds like a bird, but it's a fucking ant.
John C. Reilly. He's any movie he's in, he does good. Even Cirque du Freak, the vampire's assistant. Even though I didn't like that movie, he was good in it. I think, along with doing the video podcast when I can, when my room isn't completely dirty, I'm gonna try to do. I definitely can do just a straight audio podcast once a week or once every other week. Video podcast, I'll try to do at least once a month. But I also want to start vlogging. Because why the fuck not? Everyone fucking vlogs. Maybe I can become the next vlogging popular person. But, you know, one that doesn't go around looking like a bridge troll or showing dead bodies. I want to be, you know, doing just anything that's not just my daily bullshit, like here I am brushing my teeth. More like, oh shit, look at this, oh shit, look at that, I just thought of this, I just thought of that. Not trying to just show mundane bullshit like, oh, I brushed my hair 20 times on this side and 21 on this side and fucking 3 times in the back, 1 in the front, and I'm good. That's how you brush your hair. Because that shit's fucking stupid. If anything, even if this channel or anything, if my channel on YouTube doesn't grow and this podcast doesn't grow, because I'm trying to do both. Audio, video, podcast, audio, Google Play, iTunes, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then video on YouTube. Because most of my favorite, well, I guess not my favorite, but ones I do enjoy do that. And I tend to watch them before I listen to them. Because I know that's a better way to get listeners is through, seeing and not just hearing. If it doesn't grow, whatever, I don't care. At least this gives me time to rant, rave, collect my thoughts, think about stuff, and have my voice out there for when I'm old and I can come back and listen to it and be like, wow, I was really immature. Or, wow, I remember that. That was fun. That was funny. So if anything, everyone should just record. Either audio, video, write a diary, like Anne Frank or other famous diaries or journals. Harriet the Spy's journal. Those are the only 2. So yeah. This is more probably towards personal growth and something to look back upon when I'm old than anything about trying to get numbers and anything like that. I mean, if I do, that's cool. If I don't, whatever. But I'm just trying to have something for myself. Like I said, any of my YouTube videos I make for the entertainment of myself. If somebody can find it cool, that's cool too. If they can find the happiness and joy, find it funny, right on. But if you don't, whatever. Not everything's for you. Comedy's subjective. Everything's subjective. And, you know, another thing, I'll be done. How do I stop this?